Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 15th of January 2020. So, yesterday, stocks slip from record highs as demand reaches historic turning point. However, if we look a bit further down, you'll see, and this will tie in when you look at the chart in just a moment, that the China deal raised its head yesterday as we had a big shakeout mid-session, which we'll take a look at now. So in the daily chart for yesterday, you can see the market still heading back towards the highs, even though prices dropped during the session. There you can see the low and moving back up to the 29,054 area before we're seeing prices on the overnight move to the downside. But notice also we're stuck in a sideways range here as well. This market is struggling at the moment. So let's have a look at the detail for yesterday. You see the obligatory support at the 200 MA, at the DP level, and the 76% retracement. You've seen this pattern now for several weeks. I'll just draw this in from this high to this low. And like I say, they can keep doing this every day for me. It's a gift that keeps on giving, let's put it that way. So the market pulls back, we sit back at the DP level and the 200 MA. The market moves higher, pulls back again. And if we have a look from here to here, you'll see the market coming back towards the 76% retracement, 20 bar moving average before then moving higher. However, news came out about the China deal, which we've just looked at on Zero Hedge, and sent the market all the way back to the DP and the 200 MA level, with the market then bouncing off, double bottoming, and then moving back off as well. You've got a 76% retracement here, where the market came down to the low, and the market stops here at the 50 bar moving average as well, and then moves lower. Get a retest of the lows over here, and then prices switch to the overnight, and you'll see at the moment they're trying to make their way back, currently above the DP level, but likely to find resistance at the 200 MA there. News today, we've got Lagarde out today, haven't we, if I recall. We've got one from the UK, MPC Saunders, to speak. That's at 8:40. Then we've got the CPI from the UK. And then, for some unknown reason, oh no, it's tomorrow, isn't it? It's Thursday for Lagarde. Let me just double check that. I'm sure it's tomorrow because the ECB always release their interest rate information on Thursday. I'm a day ahead of myself here. Let's have a look. Yes, it's tomorrow. So Lagarde's out tomorrow, not today. And yeah, I'm just reading the detail there. No, there's nothing on the interest rates tomorrow for the EU, but she is speaking tomorrow, and they're talking about monetary policy meeting accounts. Really interesting one, considering they've never actually done an audit in Europe. Anyway, that aside, the implied volatility exactly the same for Monday, which is really odd. So I don't know what to say about that, but that would be unusual given the drop yesterday. But that's what's being reported as far as the implied is concerned, unless it's not been updated. So not a lot to report with regards to the implied volatility, except to say that it's the same, and say slightly unusual given that the market had a lot more volatility yesterday. Maybe the concern, having brought the market back in the latter part of the session, that they weren't too concerned about this, but we'll see. And Bitcoin continued to move high yesterday. Actually, we managed to get the chart up. We saw the market moving high. Most of the move was put on in the Asian session as we headed towards the 200 MA in the daily chart, and overnight prices have been making their way lower. You can see this in the 4-hour chart. So we had another blast yesterday afternoon, and then it's been making its way back. But hopefully we're starting to build up some sort of momentum in this. It started off really quiet again, that $50 range, just banging around the two resistance and support levels, and then eventually we had some serious volume come into the market, and off we went. And as with all markets, the repeatable pattern you will see here, just drink on into that 76% retracement there. The market then bounces off the 50 bar moving average, moves higher, and then has traded sideways into the end of the session there. So it probably ties in with the Dow actually at this time with the China deal, where you see that shakeout, and if not it's this one, and then the market sideways. And overnight prices have continued to remain, they started off sideways, a bit of volatility here, and then have dropped down to the DP level, which we can see prices finding support and moving off there at the moment. So we could do with this sort of volatility is fantastic if we could just get it consistent throughout the trading session and not have to sit and wait several hours before the market actually ignites and we start to get a move. We've had it before, we'll get it again. We've just got to be patient. But if you have the time, you can sit and wait for it. But to be honest with you, with the predictability of the Dow at the moment, with the pattern that I've spoken of many times in the market alert over the last few weeks, this in the pre-market session where you get the battle, and the reason we're getting the battle is because they want to sell, or individuals want to sell when the market opens, and they have to absorb the selling before they can move the market higher. And we've seen this so many times in the last few weeks. It's like I say, it's a gift that keeps on giving at the moment. And that's about it. There's not a lot to report at the moment. Say it's a quiet news week, which we looked at on Monday, and say tomorrow is Lagarde speaking. See what the market does there. And don't forget, you've got the MPC member Saunders speaking at 8:40 a.m. this morning. Okay, that's it for this one. If there is anything to report, I will let you know. But otherwise, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.